What up, y'all? Salute, salute, salute. Salute, salute. I'm back. I told y'all I would come right back. Told y'all I would be right back. That's what I said, right? I said, give me a second. That's what I said. Give me a second. I'll be right back, right? So, um, one thing that I always talk about is kids, man. I'm a parent, you know, care very much about my child. And I love my child very much and will do anything to protect my child. As a parent, as a parent, I will do anything I need to do to protect a child in general, whether it's mine or whether it's a stranger's child, or I see a child in need of help, anything like that. I'm the type of person, I'm gonna take my time aside and I'm gonna help that child. I done gave plenty of kids money on the street. Strangers, here, take this. Sit down, talk to kids. Here, you know, see kids on the train, see kids in passing, in traffic. I talk to these children because, like I said, I'm a parent and I worry. When I'm not around my child, I still worry. As a parent, I still worry. I worry all the time, right? So to think that my mother never wanted to put me in Boy Scouts. My mother never wanted to put me in no Boy Scouts. Don't get me wrong. I've been to camp, NIAC. I've been to certain camps. I've been to what was it? Project C. They took us up away for like 3 or 4 days, or whatever. But I've never, ever been to a Boy Scouts of America type of thing. To sit here and actually think that the Boy Scouts of America is actually a breeding ground for sexual predators. To think that is a very scary thing, because I'm let's say I'm all right, I'm 30, right? Three decades, let's say 30 years. Boy Scouts of America been around for a while. You know what, Rain? I love you, Queen. I love you, Queen. I see you up right now. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna knock this out and I'm gonna read this because it bothers me. So I just had to open up with that part about how I feel about kids as a father, as a parent, how I feel about kids being protected, and I feel like kids are not protected enough, right? And this is the prime example of kids not being protected enough. This is a prime example right here. This right here is a prime example, right? It says, right, and what is the largest settlement in a case of its kind? They've never seen a settlement this big. The Boy Scouts of America have reached an $850 million settlement with tens of thousands. Do you understand how crazy that is? Tens of thousands of people across the nation. An $850 million settlement with tens of thousands who claim they were abused by volunteers and leaders of the organization. According to NBC News, more than 84,000 people were part of the lawsuit. God damn. So let's do the math. 10 times 84,000 is 840. Times 100, 8.4 million. Times 1,000, 84 million. Times 10,000, 840 million. So we just did the math. I just broke that math down for you right there, right? They all going to get about a roundabout figure somewhere around $10,000. 10,000 times 84,000 would be equivalent to 840 million. Now, some people would say, is that enough? What is the sexual appeal of a child? Right. This is my thing. What is the sexual appeal of a child? And not only that, we have to question the people who are doing this. We got to question the people who are doing this, man. Personally, I don't really be seeing a lot of black kids go to these Boy Scouts of America things, man. Be a lot of little white kids going to these things. And they parents be so quick to, let's go sign them up. And they want to go and, I remember I used to work at a store where they used to have like the pins and everything like that for the Boy Scouts. Used to have all the pins. They had the uniforms for the Boy Scouts. They had the pins and all this other stuff. And I noticed that when I was working in the store, it was very rare. I don't think I've ever saw a black parent bring in their kid and say, I need this child to be fitted for clothes because they're going to the Boy Scouts of America program. I never, ever, and I was at this job for a decent while. I was there for a minute. I never saw any black parent bring their child in and say, I want to get them fitted or I want to buy pins. Mostly white parents, white of any kind of background, Italian, Latin American. I never seen any black kids say they was going to no Boy Scouts of America. Black kids going to basketball camp, football camp, baseball camp. They doing all of that. They not going to no Boy Scouts of America. Because what black parent is taking their kids out camping? We not jacking that. We not jacking that. No, we not doing that. Exactly. We have to do better for our kids. And that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. How do it hurts me. It hurts me because I have to, this is what I'm thinking. This is why it hurts me, right? How is it that 10,000, how is it that 80,000 kids, 80,000 kids are a part of a settlement? Do you know how much we failed the kids of the United States? We are failing these kids every day. Let me explain something to you. I'd rather a parent who's trying to do better as a parent, but they're around their children all day. I thought it was bull. I thought it was built around learning the layout of the land and survival skills. Exactly. But we have predators who are working around these kids. Predators who are working around these kids. And they said 80,000, like, that's an 84,000 people were part of the lawsuit. That's an insane, for me, that's just an insane number to me because I love numbers, I love math. So when you say a lawsuit and you say the number 84,000, I could see if it was 1,000. I done worked at places before where they had small suits against the company because the company didn't want to give us uniforms or something like that. And then here we go a year or two later, I'm getting checks in the mail because automatically as an employee, I'm a part of that settlement. So I'm getting a $300, $400 check because they owe us back money for uniforms. It's happened to me back to back. And I'm just like, yo, why am I getting this? Until I open it up, look at the check, then I read the paper that comes with it. I've been in situations like that. But when you say 84,000, now my mind is like, hold up. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. 84,000. Shit. Listen to me. Listen. It says, right? Let me break this down to you. This is a lawyer, right? This is a lawyer, Ken Rothweiler, right? Ken Rothweiler is one of the lawyers representing the group of kids, one of the group of survivors. This would make it sound so sad. One of the group of survivors. It sounds so sad, right? He's quoted, this initial settlement of $850 million is the largest settlement of sexual abuse claims in the United States history. In the history of the United States. This is the biggest sexual abuse claims settlement in the history of the U.S. This is bad. Why would this is bad. Who would want this to make history? Children being abused. Who would want this to be history? That's insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. So he said, I am pleased that both the BSA, Boy Scouts of America, and their local councils have stepped up to be the first to compensate the survivors. Under the settlement announced Thursday, each claimant will receive $14,000. Okay, cool. So I said around 10,000. This is what I said, right? But even if $14,000 is nothing, That's nothing. Now, this is the thing. Y'all reached a financial settlement to do what? Pay these people off 10, 14,000 and let the people who were predators walk away? I hope not, right? Quoted again. This significant step toward a global resolution benefits the entire scouting community, as this agreement will help local councils. What are you saying, Ray? They have to grow into adults. Will they get therapy? They need support. Right, exactly. And that's more conclusatory for me. That is very true, because actually, no, let me not say that as a conclusion. That is something that needs to be addressed now. You're very right. So, and I love that. You know, sometimes it's very good to have a woman perspective on things. I believe you're absolutely correct with that. They will need counseling, because now the child is going to question the things that happen to them. These are things that you question, boy or girl, going into your teenage years and your adult years. You question these things. If you were ever abused, you're going to question it when you have a wife, when you have a husband, when you have kids. Is a certain type of mind frame that you get into, because you start to reflect. Damn, I got kids now. I don't want this to happen to them, right? Additional drain on their assets, and will allow them to move forward with the national organization towards emergence from bankruptcy. There is still so much to be done to obtain approval from the court to solicit survivors to vote for the BSA's amended plan of reorganization. However, with this encouraging a significant step forward, the Boy Scouts of America is wholeheartedly committed to working toward a global resolution. And I don't know what they mean by a global resolution. I don't know what they mean by a global resolution, but forget all of that, man. 80,000 people? That just said, yo, that just sounds insane to me. Like 80,000 kids, man. If you do 80,000 kids, right, in 50 states, if you do 80,000 into 50 states, right, that's 1,600 a state. 5 times 16 is 80. That's 1,600 kids each state. And we're not even gonna say 50 plus. We're just gonna keep it at 50 states. 50 states, 1,600 kids each state, from New York to West Coast. That's insane. That's insane. We failed kids. Parents have failed their children. The parents that said, you know what, I'm gonna send you to Boy Scouts or whatever, you going out to camp, then that's it. And the parents are just leaving their kids at the camp. They're not checking on them. Who wants their kids in a situation like that? I don't want my son in a situation like that. I told my, listen, baton, not you ready. My son is equipped. He is equipped, and when he gets to a certain age, he will be even more equipped, because I'm not playing. My godchildren, same way. My goddaughter is 13 years old. My goddaughter is 13 years old, right? Her birthday is in December. She'll be 14. My goddaughter is 5'11", 5'10". I don't have time to be playing with nobody, because they see her, they look at her. A lot of girls, young girls, will look at her as a threat and say, damn, that's a tall ass woman. They would think that she's 18, 19, maybe even 20 years old. A grown man will look at her, wow, that's a big girl. You would know. But I can't take no chances, because this is my godchild. You gotta have a taser. You need to have mace. Don't worry about inflicting harm to anybody you feel is a threat, because you know what a threat is. Right, re-victimization, exactly, right, absolutely. You see what I'm talking about. It's just sad, man. All them kids, man, damn, man. As a parent, blessings to the little people, right? Blessings to the little people, man. As a parent, I'm sitting here and I'm saying, I just want to be good enough for my child. I just want to be good enough for my child and my godchildren. I want to make sure that I'm good enough for them. But to think that, man, the world is really failing these kids, man. Parents got to stop sending their kids out. Just here, go out the house, because they want to be freak nasty and do all kind of craziness. I feel so safe knowing my son did what he did throughout the school year. He's with me. He's comfortable. He can get up. He can play his game, turn his TV on. Anytime it's time for us to go and do some activities throughout the week, he's down for it. He's not one of them unruly kids. Yo, come on, you trying to go to the store? You want to shoot to the movies real quick? Let's go take a run to the mall. But I can't say that for every other parent, man. I'm just happy that that he's here. He's safe with me. Like, hearing stuff like this is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, but what could you do, man? What could you do? Yeah, they are our responsibility. You're absolutely right. They are our responsibility. You're absolutely right. I will be right back, y'all, with another story. Drop some more news on y'all. Some more crazy. Look at this. This is crazy. A lot of crazy news. This is insane. But I appreciate you, Rain. I love you. Kim is only a means of keeping them preoccupied. Right. That's it. And it's like they just, you know what I mean? Just, you want to keep them preoccupied all summer long. Just keep them in camp. Like, you don't want to call them, check on them. You know what I mean? Like, my kid could not go away from me if I couldn't have an instant line on them. Like, so yeah, love you, Rain. I appreciate you. I will be right back. Love, life, and loyalty is the motto. Stay safe, stay real, and stay true. Y'all rock with me. I rock with you. Give me a few seconds. I'll be right back. Peace.